when you're down and out, what do you do? How do you cope? How do you empower yourself? How do you get out that funk mood that you're in? For me, what I have decided to do, and this is this is a challenge that I'm having to do for myself. That I told myself I wasn't gonna keep crying about it. I was not gonna keep moping about it, keep recycling when I don't have the answers, and it's bigger and larger than me. I'm reminded of the scripture in Romans 8:28. He said that he'll work things out that is bad. He's going to work them out for your good. And with that being said, that's what I'm going to do. And I know you have to relinquish, surrender, and give it to him because it's beyond your control. That's what I have known and practiced in my coaching business. So when it comes on to you, you have to eat your own words sometimes. So yesterday, I'm going to give you a quick tidbit. Yesterday that I went to a peaceful protest down in Sherman Oaks at the Galleria. And once I got out there, it was like I belonged there, that's where I needed to be. And I have felt that, some of these places that I have accepted work because things are so short, it's been like a dread for me to go there. And one place I went to, the environment wasn't right. The people wasn't welcoming. They wasn't helping, making it only, making your experience, harder. And I was like, you know what? In my mind, I'm already know that I will not be coming back. I won't come back. And even though, it wasn't that hard of a job, because when you're a nurse and you really know what you're doing, it doesn't matter about that part. But it was just the environment, and I knew the environment shifted my mode and I shouldn't say mode, I should say mood, shifted my mood and got me out my mode to go and do what I normally do, happy, vibrant. And let's speak of these COVID patients. These COVID patients, so many of them, especially if they're coming from nursing homes and skilled facilities, a lot of them, they're not talking, they're nonverbal, and some of them really don't know that they hear. And it's sad because their family members is not there who they're familiar with, their voice, their touch, and they're having to be around strangers. That's heartbreaking. And then when you get on the phone with the family member, they're yelling and screaming because they can't come and they having to rely on you to give them feedback about their loved one. That's hard. And I have questioned myself several times, as I'm taking this PPE off, washing my hands, sanitizing my hands, going to the next room, getting in contact with, bringing it. Can you contract it yourself or give it to those patients that don't have COVID? That's a concern. And then you as a nurse, you be worried, you're a carrier. But you still have to go through your daily routine. You still want something to eat. You still want to get groomed. You still want to run in the store and get some things yourself, not send anybody out. But this is the world and time we living in. And I don't think people are looking at the whole mental aspect of it. This is mind-boggling. It is very draining. It's disheartening. It's that you sit and you wonder. I have had several days that I'm trying not to cry because you don't know. You just don't know. So please pray for those of us who in healthcare. I'm talking about from doctors and practitioners to nurses to CNAs. And the thing is, CNAs really don't want to go in there. And really, to be honest with you, it all falls on the nurse. So if the CNA don't do their job, guess who has to do it? If the dietary bring the tray to the door and don't take it in the room and the patient don't eat, it's on the nurse. If the doctor decide that he don't want to go in the room or that it falls on the nurse. So if all that's the case and everything is already falling on the nurse, how do you feel that a nurse can handle it all? When environmental service don't want to go in there to change the trash and they limited, but we as nurses have to go into that same room, dressing out moments on moments on moments on end. And Lord forbid when you forget something and you have to put that stuff right back on. And every time I had thought, oh, I'm just gonna dash in the room just for a minute, I think about that lady in New York that lost her life for just going back in the room without her PPE on. Those are the heroes that thought enough, put their selfishness to the side to fight the bigger fight. Send your prayers up for us. We need them. I'm Angela, the Metamorphosis Coach. I'm Angela, the nurse. I'm here.